everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly. How's it going? I use he and him as my pronouns, and guys, I'm excited to be here tonight because we're doing a test of High Sorcery. And you know what? As a former instructor, I love to give tests. So this is going to be, I hate giving tests, I'm not going to lie, because then you have to grade them. But folks, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time here, but it's only because of these lovely faces. So let's get to meet them right now, starting with Christine. Hello, Christine.
Hi, I was going to say bullshit. No instructor likes giving tests. I know because I work with a bunch of them and they all fucking hate exams.
Right. So you have to grade them.
Yeah, because you have to grade them and you have to write them and you have to write new ones every term. And then sometimes those students miss it and need a makeup and you have to write another version of it and it drives them insane. So, yeah. But anyways, hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Kelara Vingard, our human cleric of Mishakul, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can also find me as Lady Liliana in lots of different places. So
nice. Over in the corner, we've got Chris.
Nobody puts Godfrey in the corner.
I put
except
Godfrey
for
in the corner.
Kelly. Hi,
And our graphic
Chris.
designer, Mike.
Fair. Yeah, I'm Chris. I got lots of sleep, so I'm feeling energized tonight and looking forward to game. I play Godfrey Highvalor, the wannabe Knight of Slamnia who likes to smack things with his sword.
Nice. All right, down in the corner, we've got Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. I'm second gen gamer in the chat. And I'm really looking forward to be playing Rizira, our swashbuckling Kinderrogue.
Nice. Over in the middle, we've got Cal. I was gonna say the man with the plan, but it's Cal.
Hello. Yeah, I'm not the man with the plan. I'm Cal, Neo Cal in the chat. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Aurontiros, Qualinesti Elf Bard. And yeah, I'm excited to see what lies in store.
Nice. And finally, last but not least, over in the corner with Jen.
I was like, are you going to say my name or are you just going to trail off into nothingness? Hi,
I'll trail
I'm
off.
Jen. we're just sleepy here. Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Hazeal Nightgranite, our dwarven lunar sorcerer who's about to take a test of High Sorcery. And in the good personal news section, I'm halfway through my chest freezer full of ice, of, chiseling through it. Yay.
Yeah, how's that going?
I'm halfway through chiseling through a giant chest freezer full of ice.
Good job, Ice Climber.
It's been unplugged for 4 days. And it's still full of ice.
I mean, it's a giant cube. This is actually a real testament to the way that old-fashioned refrigeration worked. Because old-fashioned refrigeration used to run off of giant blocks of ice that were chiseled out of, glaciers and frozen lakes and things like that. And people are always like, well, how could that keep things cold? It's because a massive block of ice maintains its thermal its thermal coherency. It's the wrong word for it, but basically
Thermal equilibrium.
Thermodynamic inertia, I believe, is the is one of the
is that
terms.
it?
Yeah, because it's much harder to, because it reinforces all of the cold atoms around it, because it's a huge amount of cold atoms slowing everything down. It's really cool, unless you own a freezer that's frozen.
Yeah, I've been joking about how apparently I'm taking this historical recreation thing a bit too seriously because I have an ice box now instead of a freezer.
Welcome to the
Except
Victorian age.
The ice only goes down so far, and I've started finding stuff that is melted that has been sitting there for 4 days. So it's a good time.
All right, so folks, before we begin, I need to thank our sponsor for the night. Bookwyrm Games is back with us again. Thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for all that you do for us. Hello, Dice Dragons! We're calling you right now because Bookwyrm Games has 168 different types of dice, from acrylic to resin, from metal to liquid core, and even actual gemstones. You can get some dice bags. They'll hold your hoard nice and snug. And you can get some dice trays to ensure that you're rolling safely. You can engage all of your senses while gaming with their candy dice or themed scented candles. Go ahead, check out their 5-set mystery boxes, or even the monthly item Mystical the mystical item monthly subscription for a fun surprise every month. You know what's even better than that? Saving 10% with code DorkTales. That's right. Type code DorkTales on checkout and save 10% off your order. And if that order is 100 Canadian or more, that's free shipping. Which, you know, you can't argue with that. It's teleportation basically. Also, they're really quick on shipping. They're a really good group. Also, if you're looking for something to play around the table, might I suggest their quest chest. At questchest.info, you can find out more about these amazing, fully system agnostic modules that are chock full of wax sealed letters, metal coins, candles, actual tea, as well as narrated voiceover and custom music to set the scene. You can show your players them and watch them kind of stumble around with the secrets that hide in plain sight, with ciphers and puzzles for them to decode. Remember that most players work on a kindergarten level puzzle competency, so you'll get quite a few games out of these amazing little boxes. Definitely check them out right now. The Kickstarter is over, but you can pick up 2 of their boxes at the Bookwyrm website right now, or go and be a late backer over at Kickstarter by searching Quest Chest. Or go to questchest.info to find out more information right now. A big thank you to Bookwyrm Games, and we hope you'll stick with us for a long time. Go visit them, use code DorkTales to save 10%. Besides that, if you are thirsty, might I suggest you head to Bones Coffee and use code DorkTales to save 20% on checkout. They have a Spider-Man flavor right now. They have, which is, it's really good, actually. They also have an Indiana Jones flavor, which we haven't tried, but it sounds good. 3 of them, actually. And I'm looking forward to trying that. And besides that...
Why did you make me the Spider-Man one? I haven't tried it yet. It sounds really tasty.
It is really tasty. You haven't been in a coffee mood, like in the evening, so
true.
I haven't made one for you, but I will soon. And a couple of other things that are coming your way very soon are that we are going to be at a local convention on Vancouver Island. If you want to come to Sakino Matsuri, we're going to have a live D&D show at it on the 12th of August, and then we're going to be there on the 13th running a bunch of events. So you should definitely come and visit if you are in the Pacific Northwest. Tickets are still available for at least one of those days. Also, might I suggest that you come by the following weekend on the 18th, 19th, or 20th of August for our Extra Life celebration. It is our Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, where we get together and run 14 games over 3 days. And literally, let's see who's running a game raise your hand. So half of the players here are running games. You should definitely come and play, and everybody's playing, folks. We've got 28 players from across Twitch who are coming to help us raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. Every dollar that you donate to our Extra Life goes directly to those kids and making their lives a bit easier. So I hope you join. At the very least, come and watch, because hey, the bigger our numbers are, the more people will click, and maybe the more people will donate, because, you know, we like helping people. We're, you know, it's nice. Kind of nice. That's all I got. Besides that, we got a bunch more announcements that I'll make during the break. And one of them is that you should go subscribe to Jen's podcast right now. What's the address for that, Jen? It's Paradox and Mage the Ascension podcast, which is available at paradoxmagepodcast.podbean.com or wherever you find your podcasts. It's fun. I'm on a couple of those episodes. So, yeah. Does anybody have any last minute questions, comments, or concerns before we begin? All right.
I do have a question about this whole test situation thing.
Yes.
Does it matter that I'm running out of spell levels? Spell slots. Is that a problem?
No, not at all. Well, you can wait till the morning if you want. But, or you can take it immediately and get it done.
I mean, Hazel's just going to jump right in and...
All right, then I guess it won't matter. Then that's fine. This is going to be great then. I love it. This is going to be my favorite. Short session, everybody. It's going to be good. We're going to... Okay.
Yay!
All right, quick note.
fail.
The module specifically states that if your players want to be able to die during the test, they can.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, if I needed an out, like if for some reason I needed out of this game, this would be a brilliant time to do it.
Right? You're like, oh man, I just need a couple weeks off.
No, not
before-
even that. Like if I was, because that would be dumb. I wouldn't do that. But if like I was, you know, moving to Antarctica or something, like like that
sounds
I
like a
wasn't going to have internet.
That sounds like a you thing. That sounds like a you. You're like, you know,
Yeah.
because you gotta refresh your ice box.
I gotta refresh my icebox, guys.
You gotta go ice digging.
There's been so many jokes about how maybe I've pissed off some water gods because I seem to have problems with floods, and there's help.
Something paradox, something.
Something paradox that made the Ascension podcast.
Yay!
All right, so folks, without further ado, I think it is time for us to head back into Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, right here, right now, on Dork Tales. Last time, on Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, you all made your way through the Path of Memories, the winding tunnel network that exists underneath the City of Lost Names. There, you encountered your first obstacle, your first real obstacle. An ancient dragon skeleton that tried to lurch to life and engage you in combat. Hazeal was able to talk it down, however. And as it fell back into slumber, you discovered a laboratory off to the western corridor of the room holding the dragon. Someone was still living in these tunnels. And soon enough, you met them. An ancient elven mage who had once helped lift the city into the skies encountered you, put you through an initial test to see if you were trustworthy or aligned with those other invaders inside of the city. You passed, defeating an air elemental, and in the process, won her favor. She revealed herself to be an elf named Demelin, and then spoke to you at length about the nature of the city and its past. There, she also mentioned that Onyari isn't a place for novices. If you're going to continue, she said to Hazeal, you should do so as a true mage. I was master of the Tower of High Sorcery in Istar. If you're ready to earn your robes, I can administer the test of High Sorcery. To which Hazeal eagerly accepted. Which is where we're going to begin the game. As you all stand around her sitting room, drinking old tea, herbal concoctions that sting your throat slightly. The old elven mage sips and looks directly at you. Yes, I have administered the test countless times, and although these conditions are unusual, I can do so now if you'd like. What say you?
Yes. Please.
Would you like to rest first, or immediately engage? I would warn you that magic tends not to wait for ideal circumstances.
I was about to say the same thing. Now works fine for me.
Are you the only magus in your group? You will be taking the test alone.
I'm the only one who has devoted her life to the study of magic, but as much as I can anyway. There are others who have dabbled.
Dabblers.
She'll kind of glance over at Aurontiros and Riz and just kind of shrug.
Aurontiros Caladon. Are you an aspiring mage as well?
Been around long enough. It is time.
There is no going back. Should you wish to walk the paths of magic, it will dominate you the rest of your life. And young Kenda, Rizira, Moonbrush.
Aye.
Are you a wizard?
Rizira takes the wand that is out of spells. Uh, and she tries. She's like, no, I don't think so. I think I just borrow magic.
If it's out of spells, roll me a d20.
I did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah,
I remember
I
you
rolled
doing
I rolled a 10 now,
Okay.
so it still doesn't
So
explode.
you hold up your wand and it's going to go and spark a little bit and then just
Yeah.
be a normal stick. Perhaps your strengths lie elsewhere.
Hazel said that if she passed this magic sorcery thingy, that she can take on apprentices. So I'd like to learn magic at some point, but I'm just not very magic right now. I'm more like sneaky stabby.
Then it shall be the two of them. Everyone, please stand back. Young man, Sir Knight, please move that round table over between these two chairs. She gestures to Lavina and Godfrey. There's an old wooden table, beautifully crafted with a spiraling checkerboard top for some type of ancient elven game. The rules lost to the cataclysm. She gestures for you to lift it and carry it over, and in spite of your strength, it is a hefty bastard. Wow! The hell is this thing made of?
Yeah, not a problem.
As you put it down, she gestures to Aurontiros and Hazeal to take a seat.
Hazel will sit.
As will Aurontiros.
Demelin raises her hands. The light in the room pulses, and spectral green flames trace the walls as she speaks. In the old days, there would have been multiple tests, casting every spell you know, spell battles, the like. But I suppose you've proven yourself by coming this far. This just leaves one trial. The most important question. The flames swirl around her hands. And reaching out, she lifts a pair of old goblets from a mantle and holds them out, one by one. The green flames fly, circling around you rapidly, until they swirl down into the twin goblets. She places them on the table in front of you. The flames glowing, all light in the room being absorbed into these goblets, the only other source being the green reflected in her own glowing eyes. It's time to find out who you are. She sets the goblets down. In one of these lies a great draft, a power, one able to grant incredible eldritch might to its drinker. The other those who drink from it and survive will find that magic has forsaken them. Choose. She leans back and watches you.
I'm not sure if Jen understands what you're saying.
There are 2 goblets in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
She looks down at them. One of these will grant you great magical power. The other will steal magic from you forever. Which is unclear. You can use any magic at your disposal to try and understand that. I only have the ability to grant mastery of the art to one mage. And that mage will need all of their power to face what is to come. Choose which of you will remain a mage and which will not. Or which would leave this challenge.
Hazel's going to look at Aurontiros. I
Perhaps.
have... Go ahead.
Perhaps I am but a stepping stone for something greater intended for you.
Though I suppose... Well... I don't wish to impede your progress. But
this is what you live for.
I won't deny that it's been my life, because it's all that I left Thorbarden with. But only if you're sure. As much as I want this, I can wait if I need to.
I've been waiting all my life, so. Besides, I think perhaps sacrificing everything that you've worked toward on something that may or may not be the whim of an elf, I am more than fine allow you to take the reins on this one.
Hazel's going to reach out and grasp Aurontiros' arm if he'll reach a hand back, kind of thing. You are a good friend.
Well, thank you. As are you. So, with that, I think we have our answer.
Hazel will look over at Demolin and go, "Is this a bad time to ask if we can share?"
You can do whatever you'd like.
I mean, I could just drink one, and if I can't cast any spells, you could drink the
We have our
other.
answer. Well, before you step away, let's see if I can even figure out, or if we can even figure out, which one is which.
Fair.
And I'm going to cast Detect Magic because I have one first level spell slot left.
Sounds good. Casting Detect Magic, you will feel the magic swirl around you, and as you do, looking ahead of you, you are going to see that one of the cups brims with enchantment. One of them brims with actually a mixture of enchantment and transmutation magic. The other with necromancy. The one in front of you brims with necromancy. I'm assuming that you're sitting on the left facing Demolin. So,
Sure,
Aurontiros is to your right, is what I'm picturing.
Okay. That's kind of what I was picturing too, so that works.
Mhm.
Odd, yes.
I am going to reach for the cup that is brimming with enchantment and transmutation.
Mhm.
And I just want to look at it a little closer. And can I
Mhm.
do any sort of like check against it? I just want to look at it and get vibes from it.
You can make me an insight roll.
Cool, let's do that.
So picking it up, it is full of a clear liquid that is glowing slightly with green energy. Almost as if it has some like an ember floating at the bottom of the water.
That's a 14.
14. It smells like crisp, clear water, and it feels, although it's a pewter cup, it feels warm in your hand. Comforting. It feels good. Vibe check passed.
Okay, cool. And Hazel's going to pick up that cup, the enchanted one, not the necromancy one.
Mhm.
And she's going to drink half of it and see if it makes her feel any different.
You feel magic flooding through you. You'll regain that first spell slot.
Ooh, yay. That's lovely. And then I'm going to hand the rest to Aurontiros.
Well, if it's good enough for Hazel, then it has to be good enough for I as well. And Aurontiros will down the rest of it.
All right, as you do, you will drink it, and the pewter goblet will turn to sand as the last drop rolls down your lips. Are you first spell slot down? All right, well, you get one first spell slot back, please. You get one? Yeah, you get one as a treat. And as you do, you are going to feel a tingle. And Hazeal, suddenly your robes are going to shimmer and shift, becoming full and red, draping off of your form in a perfect fit. And a shiver will fall down Aurontiros' spine, and you are going to see cloth begin to form around him. Pure and snowy white. Until he is dressed in pure white robes. Well done. Well done. I'm very impressed. You've passed your test of High Sorcery. And now? Now I can ask for something that I was unable to do so before. I'm uncertain what shall come from these invaders. I believe that they are choosing to use Onyari as a weapon. Unfortunately, the means of preventing Onyari from rising again, and its old weapon systems from being used once more, have been lost to time. However, if your party is amenable, the fates have dictated that at this moment, we may be able to stop it. I have been waiting for a long time for someone to arrive here. Fellow mages with the will to prevent the past from repeating itself. Are the 6 of you willing to prevent the past from destroying the future?
I guess so, yeah. We've come
Yeah.
this far, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, you guys just have to drink a cup. Man, I thought tests were hard. You have to study. And shit.
So that's
The
it.
hard part is the not knowing until you're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
What fair?
Mages, arise and greet your friends as wizards of High Sorcery.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And
Both?
Hazel's
Call
going
him
to
Master
reach out to
now.
shake Aurontiros' hand again.
Kalara's just clapping.
This is good, right? This is good. This is what we wanted.
Yes, love now. They
That's what we
passed.
wanted.
They're full-fledged mages now.
Now I don't need to hide out in a small town and make potions
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
as I want to.
Well, finish your beverages. For now, we must act quickly. Demelin raises her hand, and a gem sparkles on one of her rings. The wall on which the mantle had been set with those 2 pewter cups will shake and fade out of existence, revealing a circular chamber within. Are you ready?
So what exactly are we doing? Dumb it down for me.
There are great magics that raised Onyari into the sky. They were lost during the war with the dragons. I have saved my most powerful magics for the day when other mages could be here to do what I could not. Stepping into the chamber, I will send you to retrieve those texts on the day they were destroyed.
That's
Wait, so you're sending us back in time?
Yes. Because of the moment I send you back to, there is nothing that you can do that will affect the future. It is a closed time loop. Everyone in Unyari save myself dies.
You can.
Huh.
Wow. That's
So we just have to get the texts before they were destroyed?
Yes. Retrieve the texts, and I and my fellow wizards can prevent whatever the Red Dragon army intends to use the City of Lost Names from doing, from ever happening in the first place.
Can I do an insight check on this super
Yeah.
suspicious?
I would also like to
Because
do that.
Sounds good.
That's. I'm like,
seems
what could
trustworthy
go wrong
to
here?
me.
What could go wrong here? I'm slightly suspicious with a 16.
16? She seems trustworthy.
I also got a
All right.
16, so cool.
She seems like this is a plan. This is great magic. This is very powerful. I would have done it myself a long time ago, but someone needs to remain open. To remain
Are all
to
of you-
hold the breach open.
Are all of you... Some of you look exhausted. Hazeal, you put on a strong face, but... And not to put it on everyone else, but
Not to put too indelicate of a point on it. Although I can send you back in time using the ancient powers of the dragon bones in the mountain, time still passes. Every minute that we tarry gives them a chance to activate the magics. Every minute
Maybe
that
we
passes.
should do this quickly.
Yes.
I mean, I'm fine as a fiddle.
Did tea time take? Does tea
Took
time
at least
count as
10
a
minutes,
short
yeah.
rest?
You can take a short rest
All
for
right.
sure.
so Song of Rest works on a short rest.
You were busy during that short rest, unless you want to
But
take an
I
extra
was
10.
busy.
You were busy. You weren't just like holding your glass and being like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du-du." I mean, you might have been. I don't know. All right, so everybody can had short rested at that point. Are you ready?
Time is of the essence.
I can hold
As
the
much
breach
as-
open for only a short while. Be quick.
In and out, 20-minute adventure.
Where do we find these books?
In the Great Library. She gestures toward a building on the map. Here.
So there's going to be people and things. There's not like it's going to be like a regular city, right?
Yes.
Okay. That shouldn't be hard to do.
It should not.
I'm pretty good at finding things.
Let's go.
Step into the circle. She gestures into the room.
Riz goes and is just like anxiously like bobbing up and down in place pretty much. She's like ready to go.
Well, I can't let her go alone.
Hazel will go stand in the circle.
Let's go.
Do you want me to?
Okay,
Do you want me to
we can
stay
do
back in
this.
case she does something fishy?
It would seem very odd for her to do something fishy at this point, but I mean,
I mean, it might be
You know,
good
if you wanna
in
hang
case
out
some
and
more dragon
some
army
coffee.
soldiers come. You can protect,
Yeah,
be bodyguard.
It's not a bad plan.
I will have to spend all of my concentration keeping the spell going. All right, then I'll stick around. Levna says.
There's
be
just
too
the one
long,
door
though.
in, right?
One door in, one door out. I will try to keep it stable at the same location.
This is crazy.
Yeah, time travel. This is absolutely.
It is more than I've
Bonkers.
ever dabbled with.
You'll be able to do this soon, won't you, Hazel?
Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. I haven't met many who can.
Then let it happen. Onyari vistra vinti magro malurado grina sundare. She begins casting, waving her hands around, and soon, at the center of the circle, it's like a frozen bolt of lightning begins to crack and open in the center of the room, splitting and swirling with green light. It pulses out once, twice, 3 times. And then, all of you feel the ground shift beneath you. There is a sudden surge of energy, and the ground swirls, becoming not brick, but ancient cobblestone. Wind lashes your face, and the air fills with screams. Your vision clears and you find yourself above the clouds, standing at the edge of an exquisite floating city of graceful marble spires. All around you, people flee as dragons dive from the skies, tearing swaths of destruction. The green portal pulses in front of you. Nearby, you can see a dragon strafe the landscape, breathing fire, raining it down. This gold dragon explodes a nearby building. Its spire topples. People scream as it crushes. Limbs lie broken beneath the edge of the rubble. Some large, some much smaller. Can I get an initiative roll, please? And Riz,
Yeah,
please
Riz is
continue.
just gonna say, I thought you said this was gonna be easy.
All right, so I have Chris with a 12,
Double digits.
32 for
record.
Riz.
I rolled a nat 20.
So did I. I only got a 22 because
Okay, so I've got Riz, then oh wow, the mages are rolling high tonight though, as they should. Okay, so I've got Riz, Hazeal, Aurontiros, then I've got Kelara, and then I have Godfrey.
who rolled higher than a 2. Thank
I
you.
know, I'm so proud.
So
Double
proud.
digits. I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking around, you can see that there's an immense spired building behind you, made of beautiful marble. In Old Istarian, you will see that it says Great Library of Onyari. on the side. What do you
Is there
do?
like a book? Is there like a picture of a book? Because Riz can't read Onyari. It's just starry.
No, but Hazel can.
It's true. It's true. Oh, library.
Okay, there we go. That's all we needed.
Alright.
Riz,
Alright,
it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Don't want to break the canon here, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have a cannon. I have dragons.
Dragons.
I
that's
still
true.
love that the random language I took at the beginning is actually useful.
Right.
It's helpful,
Riz
right?
is gonna. I think she's gonna think she's quick. I think she's gonna take her move and bonus action dash. I guess. How far away from the library are we?
Right now, about 30 feet.
All right, so I will.
She put you down real close.
Nice. So Riz will run into the library for 30 feet.
Okay. All right.
As she gets in, what is the scene?
Running into the scene, you can see that there are scholars that are huddled around looking up at the sky in horror. As you run into the scene, there is a scream, and this huge dome in the center corridor will shake and explode as lightning arcs through it, dropping pillars and beams down onto the center. Can I get a dex save from you?
Yeah, you can. It's gonna be a 25.
25. You are going to leap out of the way. One of the scholars is not so lucky. You are going to see one of the beams come short way down, crushing him to the ground as if stepping on a grape. His scream echoes through the halls.
Riz is gonna shout, "Get out from the center! Get out from the center! Get to the walls!" And then I guess the rest of her turn, she would like to try and look or take to, I guess, make an investigation check.
Make an investigation check. Go ahead.
For these books. It's not great. 16.
16? Okay. You are going to... She did give you a description of where these books would be, and you are looking around. You're like, okay, she described there was a bust of Paladine. That's probably him right there, the dragon, the happy-looking dragon. Okay, so that statue, and then left, and you start rushing down the corridor toward that. Next in initiative, we have Hazeal. What do you do?
Hazel's gonna look down at her short dwarven legs. And she's gonna cast Longstrider on herself.
Yay!
That's what I was going to cast on you. Wait, does it stack?
No,
No,
I
it does not
wish.
stack. But I have it as a freebie, so it doesn't use a spell slot.
Ooh.
Because it's one of my backgrounds, or one of my background spells. And so yeah, I'll just cast that on myself, and then I will run my now 35 feet.
Okay. Are you gonna? Is it your bonus action or an action to cast that?
It's an action, so I can't.
Okay, so you're gonna rush in.
Dash.
Rushing into the library, you'll be in just in time to see the scholar get squished. But we'll be too late to do anything about it. But you'll see Riz take off to the left down one of the corridors. All right, Aurontiros, it is your turn. What do you do?
Follow Rizira and Hazeal. How does it? If I use my full turn to sprint, I also don't have an action, correct?
Yes, you can use your action to move again. So you can move a full 70 for you.
And pass Rizira?
And just barely pass Rizira, yeah. Unless
Oh,
she
you
used...
35 feet?
Yeah, she's 30, or he's 35.
Oh, I'm 30 feet, so yes, you'll get like 10 feet ahead of me.
Okay.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening. All right, outside. So you all rush in. Kelara, it is almost your turn, but looking around. I need a deck save from you and Godfrey.
That'll be a 2.
A 2?
God damn, I hate the 2.
Ten.
Oh God. Okay. Okay, that is gonna be. Nope. Both of you are gonna take 45 points of cold damage.
45 cold?
45 cold, and let's switch to our maps. As you rush inside of the temple, back outside, you are going to take a couple of steps away from the side of your portal when suddenly a silver dragon is going to strafe overhead, laying an entire swath of its icy cold breath down next to you, smashing into you and freezing over where the portal was. This dragon is quite large, easily the size of a wagon, although it is still young. It hovers overhead, flapping and growling with some anger. Kelara, it's your turn.
Okay, so this thing is like immediately like overhead of us now, threatening?
It is. So I'm going to say that it's on the corner of the building to the north, actually. That seems like probably the right place given the spread of the ice.
Okay, and we wanted to get into that building probably following
Yes.
Riz and Hazeal, correct? And Aurontiros?
Mm-hmm.
And they are on a walkway or in a... They're in a walkway, right?
They're inside of the building.
Okay, so that's not a balcony, that's a corridor.
Yep, they're just inside of it. I just need to put them
Okay.
somewhere. So there we go.
No, fair.
Now they're off the map screen.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you're going to run?
Yeah, she's gonna run to inside the doors, and I think she can just make it. And is it like a door or something like that?
It is a set of double doors, yes.
Okay. She's gonna run and wait inside for Godfrey and ready to slam them shut. Hopefully. That's gonna be her attempt.
Okay, that sounds good for me. That is your turn. Godfrey, it is your turn. What do you do?
Oh gosh. What was what did Kaz say its name was? The dragon? Like the
What
full
did
name?
what?
The dragon from Heart's Hollow.
The dragon from Hearts was Ness, or
Ness, right.
the long version of that was Nezra.
Nezra? I'm going to back up towards the library a little bit, and I'm just gonna say to it, the dragon, like I'll have my shield up and my sword ready, and be like, "Stop! We're friends of Nezra. We're not a part of this."
Okay.
Just to try and see if that might make a difference, and then use my bonus action to second wind myself, because holy crap.
Yeah, I rolled pretty middling on that damage, actually. Dragons are great, guys. I love them so much.
Dragons.
All right, so you are going to say that out. Make me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. I'm going to try and use determination on this, because why the heck
Okay.
not? Persuasion. Where is persuasion? Oh, nice. So 19, 20, 21, 22.
All right, so you are going to say that to the dragon. The dragon is going to pause and look at you. What's wrong?
Shit. It was worth a shot.
You wear the armor of Sarlamir. You will die alongside him. And the dragon is going to pounce down. And what's your... Well, you know what? I know what your AC is. Let's have some fun. So did you say you're taking your bonus action to do something?
Use second wind. Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
To give myself some hit points back.
It is going to leap off of the building. And the first, it's going to bite you. You are going to be able to deflect that, though.
Nice.
And then it is going to make 2 claw attacks on you. Oh god, I think I hit you with both. That is going to be a 27 and a 23.
To hit or damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Those hits?
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. The first is going to be 14 points of slashing damage. The second is going to be 13 points of slashing damage. As it lunges down and slams into you with 2 claws, its long neck lashing out to bite at you. All right. That is its turn. Top of the initiative inside of the library. Riz, you are rushing through the corridors. Your mages are at your side. Aurontiros has even managed to run in front of you with his long legs. What do you do?
I think Rizira is going to see that Aurontiros has... Oh, he can't do stuff as an action. I think Riz is going to keep running to try and do, because she can bonus action dash, so...
Yep. And you can action dash.
I know I can triple dash if I need to, but...
Triple dash.
Yeah. So Riz is going to chill dash if need to, and then let me know if I need to action
Make
dash.
me
to
another
get
investigation roll.
Okay. Ooh, 22.
All right. Racing down the corridor another 70 feet, you are going to be inside of the stacks, and you are going to see a large case in front of you. It has a number of things inside of it. One is a long staff laying on a silken cloth. It has a swirling, almost corkscrew of ivory that winds up around a gem of moonstone. The handle of the staff is long and white. Next to it is an ancient spellbook bound in red leather.
Can Grizz grab both?
Yes. Also inside of there is a medallion. It is a large golden medallion with an eye emblazoned in the center, a burning eye, on a red leather thong.
Riz will grab whatever she can in her hands and then start running back.
Okay. So what I would like you to do is please, to get into this case, how are you getting into it? Are you going to try to open the lock, or are you going to just bash it?
No, I think she'll whip out a piece of, like, stick or something from her hair to try and lock pick it.
Okay, then, so I'll say that you can use your bonus action and your run to get up to it. Please do me a favor and make me a disable device roll, or a lockpicking roll.
23.
23? Cool. Do me a favor. Make me a Constitution save.
All right. Oh, no! 3 plus 3 is 6, y'all!
Do you have less than 100 hit points?
I have 76.
Riz, you are going to pick the lock. It is going to open, And as you turn around and smile at your friends, a green light is going to flash and you are going to be reduced to ash. Pardon me, you're not even going to be reduced to ash. You are disintegrated. The building shakes. I need a dexterity save from Hazeal and Aurontiros. With disadvantage, please, because of the shock of this.
That is an 8.
Okay.
22.
You are going to be fine. Hazeal, however, I typed that wrong. That is going to be Hazeal. You are flung into the bookshelves, are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. As books buffet the side of your face, you can feel one of the bones in your arm go a little slack. One of the bones of your left forearm snaps. Okay, it is your turn, Hazeal. What do you do?
Oh, damn.
The case is open. Riz managed to open it before the spell took her.
Yep, she did. I am going to run my 35 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast Detect Magic in case there's anything else.
Okay. Casting Detect Magic, you head your way up to there. All 3 of the items are glowing intensely with magic.
Okay.
You can use your item interact to pick up one of them.
Oh, I didn't think I'd get that close because Riz has been dashing and I've only run like 60, 70
Oh, that's true.
feet.
You're right. So you're
Yeah.
about 20 feet away. So you'll see that they are glowing, but have not. You have not interacted with them. But yes, they are all glowing. The staff glows with strong abjuration magic. The eye glows with powerful evocation magic. And the spell book glows with many types of magic.
Okay. Yeah, I think just... I don't see any other magic, though, except for those 3.
Yep, and that was the case that they were supposed to be kept in.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Aurontiros, what do you do?
About how far is this from Aurontiros?
About from you, it's about 50 feet.
Okay, I'm going to move. If I use my turn to dash, I have no bonus action or action.
You have your bonus action, but you don't have, so it takes your action to do a dash.
But I would reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only rogues who can do dash as a bonus, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash to where Rizira was, right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
And look for some signs of magic that might have... some sign of Rizira.
You will see a single stick lying amidst the ashes, fallen from her hair, that was not hit by the disintegration blast. But that is the only thing remaining, the stick that she used to keep in her hair. Rizira's gone.
Hazeal, I need you here quickly. I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration on Hazeal.
Okay. All right. Granting bardic inspiration on Hazeal, so Hazeal, you'll have that going forward. Cutting back outside, we are going to see Godfrey is engaged with the dragon as Kelara holds the door open for him, watching the fool not take the opportunity to run. What do you do, Kelara?
I don't know what I can do. There's like nothing that can be used at a distance to like pull him in here.
No.
Kelara's gonna dash back over and grab him and start tugging him with her.
Okay, I'm going to spend a hurt them more to opportunity attack you as you
Oh shit.
as you rush up and try to grab him. So there, now you're actually on squares. So I'm going to use a hurt them more to get an attack off at you. The dragon is going to snap at you, and that's actually going to be a miss though. So that's lucky. You rush up and grab him and pull him away. Okay.
Start tugging him back with me.
Okay. That works.
Godfrey, stop being stupid.
I guess I actually didn't need to spend a hurt them more if you were rushing up to move him. All right, so that he's going to snap out at you, and you are going to be able to pull him back. Are you doing anything else as your bonus action?
No, just keep moving.
Okay. All right, Godfrey, it is your turn now. What do you do?
Okay, it's like, Clark, go. We gotta keep this thing away from them. This is more important.
We can try and seal the doors. Come on.
It'll just go through the wall.
And it'll just go through you.
All right. I pull away from Kelara. I'm like, I'm sorry. And I'm going to run away over to 10, 15, 20, like kind of where the wagon is. And I'm just going to start taunting at the dragon.
To the north? All right, make me an intimidation roll.
All right. Well, it's already pretty angry at me anyway for having that armor. Oh, that was a nice touch, by the way. I did not think that would... I did not even think about that. So that'll be a 21.
A 21? Okay, you're definitely going to draw its ire as you rush away. Do you have any other actions that you'd like to do?
Bonus action... I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull out... I'm going to use Action Surge, and I'm going to pull out my rarely used crossbow, and I'm going to start taking pot shots at it.
Okay, please do.
I'm not good at this. I don't think a 15 hits.
A 15 is not going to hit.
And 17?
Does not hit.
All right.
All right, 2 crossbow bolts fly against the silver dragon. The silver dragon is going to take a look at you, and you have intimidated it, or at least attempted to. It is going to charge you, and ooh, you know what?
As it moves within my... Oh, wait. I have a crossbow. Shit. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. I know, right? Okay, first of all... Okay, bite attack is going to miss you, actually. However, one of the claws is going to hit you for a total of 10 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to spend a hurt them more for a 27 to bite you.
Yep.
And so it tries to snap at you. You are going to dodge away, pivoting your shield in front of it. It's going to slash out at you. You're going to buff at it, and then it is going to catch you in the back of the calf with one of its claws, lurching your throat up, where it is going to be able to bite. Oh, it was a really low roll, but that's going to be a bite on your shoulder, which is going to crush the skull on your armor, like the armored pauldron. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 points of piercing damage for the bite.
Okay.
Okay, and that is the dragon's turn. Top of the initiative. Hazeal. Oh, sorry. What were you saying, Godfrey?
Can I say something as it does that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grimace in pain and just be like, is that all you got?
Until people buy me more hurt than more's, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Hazeal, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, I run towards Aurontiros.
Okay.
And the items. If
right.
do I have to dash? Oh no, you said I'm about 20 feet away. So
You're
I don't
about
have
20.
to
You're
dash
about
to
20
get
feet away. So yeah, you can move up to them. There is a
Cool.
staff, a medallion, and a book. You can take one as a free action.
And she said specifically book, right?
Book. It has spells in it that can disable
Okay.
whatever is running the city.
Then I'm gonna reach out for the book.
Okay. Grabbing the book, you can see that the arcane tome seems to welcome you. It feels comforting in your hand, like a forgotten lover. This spell book holds more knowledge than you have ever held inside of you, more magic than you may ever hold inside of you. And as you pick it up, you feel yourself swelling with energy. Take a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
Okay. You can also grab one of the other objects as an action. Or you can just move.
Can you remind me what the staff and medallion look like with my detect magic?
Abjuration and evocation.
Okay.
The medallion is a golden disc eye that is about the size of like, not quite as large as like a tea saucer, but quite large. About as big around as like a baseball.
Okay.
But solid gold imprinted with a flaming eye. And the staff is a long ivory staff of white wood topped with a moonstone.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Aurontiros and say, grab the others if you wish, but this is what we came for. Let's get out of here. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my action to dash if the grabbing it was a free one.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. You will start dashing back. You will be able to make it outside at the end of the next round. Aurontiros, what do you do?
They're going to put the stand and put the Rizira's stick in their hair,
Okay.
Aurontiros' hair, and Rizira would want. They think to themselves, I didn't have time to tell her not to touch anything, but damn it, she would have wanted me to take these. And I'm grabbing both of the
Okay.
other two items and following Hazeal.
Okay. Sounds good. You are going to be neck and neck. Back outside. We cut to Kelara. Kelara, what do you do?
Gonna, I think, shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
That is 22.
22 is going to be a hit. Roll me damage.
Wonderful. And part of this is also taking my
Help action.
Divine
okay.
Strike.
Ooh.
I get to add a d8 of radiant damage. And that is going to be 7 points of normal damage
7 points of normal. Okay.
and a full 8 of radiant
Okay. So 15.
from the shot.
Okay. Your bolt is going to connect with its back, and it is going to snarl at the pain and look at you out of the corner of its eye. You're going to see that third membrane cross it as it focuses its slit at you. Do you have anything else you're doing?
I don't think I have anything else I can... If I did that as an action, could I still bonus action a spell?
Yeah, you can bonus action a spell.
Okay, I'm gonna Shield of Faith myself then.
Okay, sounds great. Godfrey, it's your turn. What do you do?
Unfortunately, it doesn't give you anything bonus when you upcast it, and I have to upcast it, but... That's taking a second level slot.
All right. Seeing it high up Kelara, Godfrey is gonna just kind of move kind of between them.
Okay.
And just turn back, just like, get rid of the ice on the gates to get out of here quickly. And
I forgot I have meta magic and I have 1 sorcery point left, so I twin spell it on me and to Godfrey.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes. And then I'm going to attack this thing with everything I have to try and keep it away from Kelara. So,
All right.
First thing I'm going to do is use my feet, Precise Strike, to give myself advantage on the attack, and I'm going to attack it with my sword. Nice. Okay, so that is a 27 to hit.
27 to hit will absolutely hit the young dragon. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to turn that as well into, because the precise thing was not from the battle master, that was from the feat. So I'm going to turn that into, use up one of my things and turn that into a menacing attack as well. So that gives me more damage dice, and it needs to make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw, please.
That is actually a fail.
It is now frightened of me, and so disadvantage for yeah, you know, frightened. So
Yep, I know pride.
I
Disadvantage to
cannot move.
attack you, and it has to move away from you if able.
Yep.
Or cannot move closer to you.
You cannot move closer to me. As well, that is 16, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, give me all your damage at once.
31 damage from that
Ooh,
single
beautiful.
attack because of the
Okay.
extra d6s. And I'm just going to be like, get back! And do it again.
Beautiful.
So that will be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit will hit.
All right, using up the last of the precise. And then this time, I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to turn this into a trip attack. Let's try and make this thing fall prone just for the extra damage dice. Because not as good as last time, but that'll be 19, and it needs to make a DC 16 strength save. So it's probably fine.
It actually is going to... It's going to fail that. Although I was
my
mistaken,
God.
it actually has a slightly higher boost on its will save than or wisdom save than I thought. So it's not frightened, but it is tripped.
Okay.
So that was my
cool.
mistake before.
No worries. And you know what? It's on the ground, but you know what? I'm going to use my bonus action. I think it's large, right?
It is large, yeah.
Perfect. You know, I'm just going to try and shove it away
Okay.
because why not?
What was the damage on the tripping attack, though?
19.
19, okay.
Yeah, not as good as the last one. Right, so contested athletics. I'm guessing that's probably its better one. I've got a 24.
I have a 24.
I forget
Roll
who
off?
wins on ties. Sure. Just straight up D20. 15.
19.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, that's the end.
Okay, so you shove it. All right, here we go. It is prone. It is going to snarl, and I need both of you to make me a dex save. Oh, pardon me. Actually, can I get a con save from both of you?
Sure.
Okay, is this in relation to its breath weapon?
Yes.
Because I actually fucked up. I probably should have rolled advantage on the first one, but I didn't realize it was the breath weapon because I've got the dragon scale armor, which gives me advantage on its saves against that.
Does it only give you... double check that doesn't give you just saves against brass dragons.
Advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons. Resistance to lightning damage in particular.
Oh, okay. All right, so you get advantage on this.
Yes, so I probably shouldn't have taken 45 points of damage before, but oh well.
It's
dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
So it was Constitution?
Yep.
18.
18. All right. You both are going to succeed as this a gas swirls out of its mouth at you and envelops you all, but it is not going to affect you. I'm just going to hurt them more to have that have been a bonus action, and I'm going to stand up. I'm going to make a bite attack against Godfrey. That is a 25.
That'll hit.
I'm going to make a claw attack against Godfrey. That's a 19. I'm going to make a claw attack. That's a 22.
For that, do the bite, because for the claw attack that missed, I'm going to attack it back with...
All right. Take 11 points of piercing damage as it stands up and bites you.
Oh, good. I'm still standing. All right. Attack it back for a 22.
The 22 will hit.
16, 20 damage.
20 damage. This thing is actually looking really hurt. And it's going to take 2 more swipes at you. Does a 22 hit you? Its last swipe.
No, because of
Shield of Faith, right?
Faith.
All right. Top of the initiative. Hazeal and Aurontiros. You are going to make it to the front of the library and see Kelara and Godfrey engaged, finally, but with a dragon.
That wasn't the plan. Okay,
Hazeal, it's your turn.
Cool. Yes. How's that portal looking? Still very frozen over?
It's very frozen over.
I'm going to look at Aurontiros and go, you got that fireball left in you?
I have some fiery elf magic left in me.
All right, let's try and clear the portal. I'm gonna run towards the towards the portal, and actually, I'm gonna firebolt it from where I am, kind of, so I can kind of stay in like a bit of cover.
Make me an attack roll.
Cool. That is a 26.
A 26. You are going to smash part of the ice. Roll me damage.
Ooh, come on, D10s. Is that how many I got? Hold on, I gotta check how many I got.
Totally.
Pretty sure.
I believe it's 2d10 at your level, but...
Yes, it is. I just wanted to double check that before I rolled 2d10 and went, damn it. Okay, that's not bad. That is math. 13.
13. All right, you are going to smash a firebolt into the side of this the ice wall. A crack is going to form, and you're going to be able to clearly see the portal inside of it.
Cool.
All right, Aurontiros, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right. Well, all or nothing. Going to cast... Might as well. Going to cast Fireball at the ice wall.
Okay, roll me damage.
A 34.
34 points of damage on top of Hazel's damage. A fissure is going to form, melting parts of the ice. It's going to be very resistant. The breath has frozen it really solid, but there is a hole. It's not very large, but you can see a hole into the swirling green vortex. You can hear the sound of yelling on the other side. And you think you can hear Levna's voice. All right, can't hold it much longer. And the sound of battle inside of the portal. All right, Kelara, it is your turn. And as it is your turn, you are focused on Godfrey. All around you, though, you can hear the sound of battle. Dragons strafing overhead, breathing horrible, horrible bolts of lightning, breaths of noxious acid, fire, and ice smashes all around you. And you can see that there are men, women, children, people dying everywhere. What do you do?
I think she's going to try and keep distracting this dragon while the others try and get at the portal. So I think that's a 3rd level guiding bolt.
That sounds good. Roll it.
That's what I'm gonna do. Well, I rolled an 18.
That's a hit.
And that gets a bunch of stuff added to it, so and that is for 66. I need a roller for that.
Right, I know. I have to use rollers for anything that big or else it's a year.
That is going to be 28 points of radiant damage.
28 points of radiant damage smash into the side of the dragon, who is going to snarl in rage. I'm spending my drama bomb and my hurt them more, and I need you two to make me a dexterity save. Christine, you do yours with advantage. Oh, pardon me.
I think Kelara did this also with like planting the staff in front of her, just looking very
This is a
determined.
Constitution save as well. My bad.
Okay.
But you do have advantage.
Oh, well, that's good because one of those rolls was a nat 1.
Ooh, boy.
So that is Constitution. So
Chris, you're muted. You've been muted.
Sorry.
22.
Constitution's better. 11.
Okay. Chris, take 59 points of cold damage. And Kelara, take 29. As the dragon rears up and breathes a cone of cold directly into you. Godfrey, are you still up?
I'm frozen, sorry.
That was awful.
I'm a popsicle. I'm
Okay.
down. So, like,
I had legit thought you froze there for real,
Yeah,
Chris.
he did.
He tricked me.
Great.
He tricked me.
All right, Kelara, are you still up?
I am.
Okay. All right, Godfrey is out of the fight. Kelara, you're going to see Godfrey frozen solid in front of you. He is going to be in death saves. Godfrey, it is your turn. You are in death saves. Please tell me what memory is holding you to this plane of existence.
I think for Godfrey right now, it's not so much a memory, but it's a hope for a future. He wants to, like, he's really regretting not having the opportunity to go back to Vulgar and to try and rebuild it. Like after all this was said and done. And so not so much a memory, but yeah, I hope that works.
It does. It does. All right, I have rolled your death save for you. On that, the dragon is going to snarl and is going to climb over you. It puts a claw down on Godfrey's arm, and you can hear a bit of the ice and bone beneath crack as it rises up over Godfrey, leering down on Kelara. Kelara, it is going to make a bite attack at you. And is going to roll a nat 1 on its bite attack. Would you like to opportunity attack?
Yes. Guiding bolt to the fucking face, asshole.
You have Warcaster. You're right.
Yes, I really get to use it. It has to be cast at the second level because that's the only spell slot I have left.
All right, go ahead.
So take that one out. Reroll.
And you used Guiding Bolt on it last round, so I believe this is made with advantage. Or so, Guiding Bolt is ranged, so it would be disadvantage, but it's point blank. Or you'll roll flat for this.
Okay. Rolled another 18.
Another 18. Roll me damage.
That will be. Let's see. Google Roller. 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. This thing is very badly wounded.
The face.
You Guiding Bolt, and part of its face sears off. Its eye disintegrates beneath your divine might. And top of the initiative, Hazeal. Hazeal, it is your turn. You can see that the hole in front of the portal is... It's maybe big enough for... I mean, Riz would have made it through. It's big enough for the book for sure. Whether or not it's big enough for one of you, you think...
Okay.
You'd have to wriggle.
About how far is the portal from me?
The portal is... Sorry, it is about 25 feet from you.
And how far is Godfrey from the portal?
He is about 30 feet.
Okay, okay.
Actually, pardon me, he's about... Yeah, or so.
Okay. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do, but if it's not possible, then I'm not gonna do it. Because I just, based on these measurements, I think it's possible.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at Aurontiros and Kelara, get to the portal, I've got Godfrey. And I'm gonna run to the portal, toss the book through, and then run to Godfrey.
Okay. I need you to make me an athletics roll to throw the book through the portal, because it's a small hole. This is a carnival game.
Okay.
Alternatively, do you have any spells that, any mage hand or anything like that?
God, no. Those are useful things. I have Featherfall. Which, can I cast Featherfall in the book?
If you botch this roll, yes.
You can
Okay.
stop it from falling fast.
Yes,
I
sir.
can stop it from falling fast, yeah.
Yeah, you can make it
Alright.
kind of like ring the rim like a final basketball shot.
I have inspiration, I'm going to say. I'm going to
Okay.
remind myself that I have
You gonna-
inspiration.
You gonna use it on
do I have
this?
to- I'm going to use it on this.
Okay, use it.
I'm glad I used it on that. I'm also using my determination. So that is a 22.
22. All right.
Yeah.
Hurling the book, it's going to sail through the portal and vanish across the other side. And you're going to rush over to Godfrey?
I'm going to rush over to Godfrey, and I would like to, if I can, stand between him and the dragon.
Okay. You can basically kind of like half brace.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a plan for
Auron-
next round, so.
All right, sounds good. Aurontiros, what would you like to do?
I have any idea what this staff does? Or is it like I need to like spend an evening figuring it out.
It
Can
looks
I
like
blind fire it is what I'm asking?
It looks like it provides divine protection. Well, not divine protection, but abjuration protection. So it would allow you to cast shield.
Let's move towards the portal.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Okay. So you can actually
And-
move right up next to it.
Now, it's not like freezing over magically as time goes on. Is it melting, or is it kind of static, the ice?
It is holding its shape, so you have blasted a hole in it, but it is holding steady because of its inertia of temperature.
Icebox.
It's an ice box, yeah, but you have blasted a hole in it.
All right, can I blast anything else? Yes. Yes, I can. If you have it, use it. I'm gonna cast my last spell slot.
Okay.
And use Shatter on the back of the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead, do that, and that is going to be a con save for me. That's a 22.
Okay, it takes half damage. Oh. Half of 20. 10.
Okay, 10. Sounds good. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
How far away is the dragon?
From you, about 15 feet.
Well, I have a sword.
All right,
I'm going to
you
use my
draw your
bonus
sword.
action too.
As you do, over to your right, you are going to see one of the spires topple. A woman is shepherding 3 elven children away as the tower begins to fall. You could attempt to lodge your sword up there, or attempt a misty step to grab them.
I do have Misty Step.
Well, I guess Misty Step it would is not a cantrip, so you wouldn't be able to cast Misty Step actually, unless you had like an object that allowed you to do it. You could use your bonus action to try to use the staff.
Can I yell out for Hazeal and point to it?
Yeah, of course, you can do that as a free action.
I'll do that and Misty Step over to them.
Okay. You know what? I'll allow you to Misty Step. I'll spend that something good happens that I had for you to allow you to do
right,
that.
it was, yeah.
So, but I had one something good happens for you this game. So,
All right.
so with a swirl, you're going to be able. Can you make me a strength save to push them out of the way?
Now I had, not sure how long we're allowed to hold on to them for,
Mhm.
but I had DM inspiration from the Dumping of the Finkel song.
Yes, you may use your Finkel Dump song.
Don't fail me now, Finkel Dump. Oh, a 2 and a 17. This was strength?
This is strength, so 17 is going to be enough to push them out of the way.
Not
Can you do me a
17.
Can you do me a favor? You're going to shove them out of the way.
Yes.
As the tower collapses, I need a dex save.
Maybe should have saved that inspiration.
Damn it, I don't want to lose any more friends.
Well, can you featherfall a whole tower or how would
Nope.
I didn't think so. It's like
You get an
Mage
ally?
Hand can pick up like a pound. A dexterity?
Yeah.
14?
The tower falls, and everything goes dark. How many hit points do you have?
I have 54.
You are in death saving throws as the tower crashes down upon you. Kelara, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so Aurontiros just got crushed.
Yes.
Godfrey's encased in ice.
Yes.
Hazel's yelling weird shit at me.
I'm telling you to go for the portal that I've got Godfrey.
I think she'll move towards the portal, but she's
Okay.
not going to go through till she sees that Godfrey is safe.
Are you moving more than 10 feet away from the dragon?
Ooh, I think I will move to the other side of it, staying within its space the whole way.
Okay, that sounds good.
And I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow again. Because I might as well
Okay.
keep trying to hurt it and keep its attention off Godfrey at this point.
All right, sounds good. Make me an attack roll.
So that's a 19 on the roll.
That'll hit.
And I am divine striking again.
Okay, sounds good.
So that is 6 points of normal damage and 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay, beautiful. This thing is incredibly badly hurt. But is still holding on.
I think
Top-
through this all, like, Kelara is just kind of desperately holding herself steady. Like, one hand holding the, like, staff in the crook of her arm, shield on the arm, trying to hold the crossbow, doing this, and just crying. But just, like, straight face through it as much as she can. Oh, God. I see what's in the corner there.
Shh, it's fine. All right. So, Godfrey, are you still dreaming of Vogler?
Yeah, I had a quick question for you. You said it was that it stepped on me earlier and was kind of crushing my shoulder. Was that by chance it dealing damage to me as
It
an
was
attack?
not. It
Okay.
was not.
Cool. Just checking. But yeah, I'm still gonna dream of Vogler, and you know what? Maybe I made a few mistakes here, and should have kept myself. Yeah, he would have done things I think a little differently.
All right. It's going to lean forward as, like, you have kind of interposed yourself, Hazel, from where it is kind of crouched. And it is going to turn and look at you and say in accented common, "Flee, dwarf. Your magic is not welcome here. Salamir and his line die today." What do you say?
I will speak on my action
Okay.
because I want to be cool.
You want to be cool? All right. I'm going to roll to see if I recharge my breath weapon. And it is going to turn and aim at Kelara. And Kelara, I need a con save.
That is a 17.
A 17 is a success. You are only going to take half damage, which is 24 cold. Are you still up? Sorry?
No, she is not.
You're down? Okay.
I am down.
All right. That is the dragon's turn. Top of the initiative with Hazel. The dragon breathes a snowy sleet of air on Kelara, freezing her in place as she faints, kind of backing away toward the portal.
I
What do you do?
am going to look at the dragon and say, understood, I'm leaving, and use my last spell slot to cast Thunderstep
Okay.
and take Godfrey's body over to the portal.
Okay. Sounds good. What's my save for Thunderstep? Con?
It is probably, yes, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
That passes, but you still take half.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah, that is 23 points of thunder damage. Or
All
sorry,
right.
half of that. Half of that.
How do you want to do this?
I rolled 23. I think Hazeal just stares the dragon down and salutes, and then just disappears in a blaring roar of thunder because it's heard
Alright.
from 300 feet away.
The dragon will shudder and fall dead on the ground as you and Godfrey reappear next to the portal. We're going to be out of initiative round temporarily. You see the portal inside. It's just large enough probably for one person at a time. It is fluctuating rapidly.
Hazeal cannot save these two without help. So,
Can you make me
And
an
doesn't-
Arcana roll?
okay. I was gonna say, and she doesn't know whether Aurontiros is okay or not because he's under a tower. She's going to assume not. Arcana roll. That's not great. That's a 9.
A 9? Okay. You do have
I'm
determination.
gonna use my determination.
You
use
think
it
that this
again.
portal can is probably about to die. You can send one person through.
Balls. I'm gonna send Kelara through.
Okay. Grabbing Kelara, you slide her through the portal. And as the magic wanes, a shadow is going to fall over it. As a tremendous gold dragon touches down atop the ice, looks down upon you, and lets out a terrifying growl. And then, fire is all you feel. The growl echoes, echoes, echoes. The smell of tea fills the air. It has gone cold in the minutes since you sat down. Godfrey, Kelara, Levna, you all sit and watch. The light show was impressive. And you watched as the cup challenge was placed in front of them. They drank, and then each was led into a small circular room. You witnessed a cacophonic battle. You witnessed dragons descend from the sky. You witnessed Aurontiros give his life to rescue those who would have died anyway. You watched Hazeal fight to the bitter end to protect friends. You watched Rizira fall. And as the dragon fire fills the chamber, Hazeal and Aurontiros will suddenly come back to consciousness. The illusion fades around you. And as you look down, there is a flash of light. Your clothing has transformed. Aurontiros, you are wearing robes of white. Hazeal, your robes are scarlet and warm to the touch. Congratulations, Demelin says as she assesses your new robes. She nods. Welcome to the Order, fellow mages of High Sorcery.
Thank you.
Now, if you would help me, and behind you, you are going to hear this innocuous little noise. As Riz casually drinks down one of the goblets that had been left out on the desk without even realizing that she's doing it.
I have no more water in my cup. I'm sorry.
Did the Kenda just drink the...
Oh, is this not tea?
It's going to explode in your hand in a gout of green flame that seems to dance between your fingers. That wasn't meant for the... That wasn't meant for non-mages. What did you just do? Oh, gods of neutrality. The Kenda's gotten magic.
I've got magic.
You stole magic.
I promise I've just borrowed it. I will return it. Oh, what can I do? What kind of magic do I have? Do I learn spells?
You'll never know unless you try.
Are
I
you
can
two
do.
all right?
To take the test of High Sorcery.
It
What
looked
have I
very
done?
intense.
It's good too. You weren't there?
They were watching.
It was like a play.
Huh.
Don't you? And I'll look at.
Elven plays are a little...
Don't you think that
Period.
one was a little cruel?
Life is cruel. Magic is crueler.
So, you're gonna see Riz play with like flames on her fingers, and then suddenly she's going to just like, and suddenly a bunch of little lights suddenly get cast around Riz.
Oh, now you've done it.
Yes, I am going to be... If there was still a Tower of High Sorcery in Istar, I would be revoked. Now you know that in the worst situation, you will rise to the occasion. You will put others before yourselves, and you will put magic first. You have earned your colors. You should be proud.
So nothing... All of those people...
Died.
All of those...
I watched them all die.
How many made it out?
Of those that survived, I only know myself.
There were thousands.
Yes. And so I ask you, are you willing to do what you must to prevent such a calamity from occurring again?
Yes.
Then stop the Red Dragon army.
We will.
We will.
I think Kalara's gonna slide over to Hazeal and offer her warm tea and like a side hug and thank you for saving me. I appreciate it.
At the first kind of presence of Kelara and the first touch, Hazeal does like tense. And then
Kalara's just gonna like wrap around you.
and then she kind of relaxes a bit and goes, "You were going to be our best hope."
You guys were very
Thank you.
brave. All of you. I kind of just ran in there and opened the chest and died.
Well, maybe it's something to keep in mind.
Well, no, I've got medic to protect me.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't check for traps.
That's very, very true. I think I should check for traps.
And you. She's gonna turn to Godfrey.
I was sitting here watching the with you.
Yeah, but yourself, the like insert.
They had to pull
He
the
was a
nails
bit
from
of an
somewhere,
idiot.
and it seemed awfully accurate. It's better to be strategic to begin with and try and avoid dying
than heroically dying.
She has a point.
I think myself wanted to like barricade the door and then sneak out around the other side.
Didn't think we had time. Or I wouldn't have thought that there was time.
I know death is the next great adventure, Godfrey, but sometimes you got to make sure that you live through this life properly.
You've got more adventure here first.
Yeah, the material plane needs you before you go off to the ethereal, astral, whatever you believe in, whose gods you go visit afterwards. Get reincarnated. I don't know what you believe.
You're welcome to rest here for one night, but I urge you to go out into the city at first opportunity.
Yeah, need a rest first.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, this has been quite a taxing day. I think I will turn in. Enjoy my sitting room or laboratory as needed.
Thank you.
So is that what the test is like for the High Sorcerers most of the time, or is it different for everyone?
I think it's different. I've heard stories, but usually there's a choice.
I can say that if something like that happens, I think you made the right one.
Thanks.
You too, Aurontiros. Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Your boat.
Can I get a perception roll off of anyone?
Does the pass and perception work or no?
Passive perception you can default to as well.
I will default to my 20.
I will get
Same.
a 16 on active.
I would default to my 20 passive.
Hazeal, do you feel that you have a greater connection with fire, stone, or thunder, given your spellcasting history?
Oh, the hard questions. I feel like of those options,
If you have another option you think would work better, suggest it, though.
nothing that really kind of speaks in the same way, but based on her spellcasting history, I'd almost say protection.
Protection. Okay.
But I don't know if anything, what you're thinking could come of that. Otherwise, I think she would have originally said stone, and that's something that's really shifted in her. But
Away from
fire
that
and
now.
thunder are kind of equal at that point.
So mostly protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she's been casting support spells and stuff like
This
that.
is true.
Armor and haste and
So, as you look at Hazeal, you are going to notice it's a minor change, but an unsettling one. Her eyes were once very chocolatey and brown. Or were they blue? I can't quite see on the little.
they were gray. They were stone
gray.
gray.
Now, they are a bright, molten, golden yellow.
Hazeal, did your eyes change color?
I wouldn't know. I don't see my reflection.
Hazeal was not gold before, was she?
No.
Are they gold?
They're like gold and yellowy.
They weren't gold before.
We will determine what this means in the near future.
Aurontiros?
You're a little quiet, which is unusual for you.
Yes, well. It was quite something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we should get some rest and have we've been offered the hospitality of this individual. Why don't we make ourselves at home and have something to eat?
So,
That's a good idea.
as you gather up your things and prepare to rest for the evening, you spend a bit of time relaxing and coming down from what happened before. Hazeal, you have the ability now with your eyes. Once per long rest, you can cast Shield on yourself or an ally within 30 feet of you.
Ooh. Okay.
that's tasty.
It does not take a spell slot.
Okay. Does that stack or replace the shield I can do on full moon when I have it in full moon mode? Because I have that ability.
So does it allow you to cast on other people?
No, that's why I'm
So
like.
it's just a bonus.
So like I have another one that I can do potentially. Okay, cool. That's all I
Magic has
needed to know.
chosen you from
Thank
your protective actions.
Yay.
And Aurontiros, as you lay down to sleep, your new robes are comforting and shine. And as you drift off to trance, you swear you could feel a whisper. For all that you have done and will do. And you are going to... See, I'm torn on this for your sorcery test. I can give you a blessing, or I can give you the feat Initiate of High Sorcery, which gives you a couple of spells. So would you rather have a permanent bonus or extra spell slots as a player? I'll ask you this directly.
Oh. I don't really know the mechanics of what a permanent bonus.
So it would be, I'm not going to tell you what it is before I give it to you. That's the thing.
Of course, yeah.
So it will be a permanent benefit to your character.
It would be kind of something like I just had where I got a new ability, right?
Right. And the Initiate of High Sorcery?
Is a feat out of the Dragonlance book. It gives you, I believe, 2 first level spells.
I have it up right now. If you
do you?
Okay.
Perfect.
It gives you 2 first level spells, and then out of comprehend languages, because I'm guessing from Solinari.
Yeah.
Comprehend languages, detect evil and good, protection from evil and good, or shield. And you can cast each of them without a spell slot, but you must like once per long rest, like I
So
can.
you get 2 of those for once per long rest.
I'm gonna gamble with the mystery.
Okay.
Roll some
Hazel, what's your
dice.
charisma at, by the way? Hazel, what's your charisma score at?
Aurontiros or Hazel?
Is your Hazel, is your charisma a flat number?
My charisma is 20.
Okay. Knock that up
I
to
bumped it at level 8.
knock it up to 21 just for fun.
Damn.
And
Damn.
oh boy. I'm gonna go light with this because I feel like the other one is real. Well, do you think Aurontiros, I will pull the group, do you think Aurontiros is more physical or magical?
Magical.
I mean, he's an elf.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I lean too.
Aurontiros, from what you did, you gain Blessing of Magic Resistance. You have advantage on saving throws versus spells and magical effects. Like a gnome would.
Cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Wait, gnomes get that?
Yeah, gnomes get that innately. They're pretty dope. So
Wow,
that's only
those are
spells,
great.
though. So not spell like, or not like breath weapons or anything like that. But you basically water off a duck's back for your Aurontiros.
And this was this called something so I can copy this down? Just advantage on spells.
Against spells, yeah. So like when you're the target. With that, you will grab some rest. Each of you will recover all of your hit points, all of your spell points. All of your...
Just as a flavor thing.
Mhm.
Hazeal is going to cast silence around herself and cry herself to sleep.
As you cry yourself to sleep, you can't help but remember rough hands. How easy it was when you were a little girl, and you would lay against your father's leg, and he would run those rough stoneworker's hands through your hair and tell you, it's gonna be all right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, Hazy. Everything's fine. The morning comes. You eat your breakfasts and prepare to head out. The ground shivers slightly under your feet, and there is a soft mist that presses inside of the mouth of the cavern. You can feel it creeping under the door at the north of Demlin's apartment. You recuperate and prepare to head out. She wishes you well. Opens the door for you with a command word of magic she whispers outside of your perception. And wishes you well. Do you head out?
Cast Mage Armor on Riz.
Nice. All right. The door opens. A glittering city of broken domes and jagged towers stretches before you. Nearby buildings and streets slope down into the bastion of a vast ruin-filled crater. Your vantage provides a view of the entire city, some of its broken districts scarred by fire and flooding. Here and there, crumbled structures and massive rocks bob gently in defiance of gravity. At the city's center, a delicate tower of sharp marble and graceful buttresses rises to the sky. It's made all the taller by its rocky foundation, which floats off the ground. What do you do? Do you have any questions about the surrounding area?
I guess we need to figure out where we're going first.
You're along the eastern wall, on the corner. Directly ahead of you is the location listed as the Threshold of Heaven. Threshold of the Heavens. North of it, the Temple of Paladine. To the south, the Bastion of Takasis.
Well, we have to go get that lance blessed, don't we?
Right. Keep forgetting we have that thing.
Yeah, I know. It was so long ago, it feels like.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you two doing okay? Hazeal, Aurontiros?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Well, if you're fine, I'm fine. You ready?
Sure, let's take on a dragon army.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but look what I can do, and you're gonna see suddenly Riz casts green flame blade around herself, and she pulls out this like green spectral knife.
That's terrifying.
I mean,
I don't like that spell. It's mean.
What
I
is
can
that?
take on the whole dragon army.
What the fuck? From your vantage point, you all begin to notice as Levin looks to the southwest. The crack of shearing stone sounds from a distant temple, whose grounds teem with troops. On the temple's roof, a figure holds aloft a scepter, crackling with a familiar violet flame. A moment later, a skeletal dragon scales the temple and unleashes a shriek that echoes across the city. It pauses before the figure who climbs onto the undead terror's back. And then together, they rise to the air and circle the city before taking flight. Aurontiros, you and Rizira, and Kelara, I believe you all have the same passive perception, or damn near, are all going to recognize Lord Soth. Or at least the image of him that you saw there in the catacombs below Kalaman. He heads to the south, astride that undead dragon. And for a little bit of flavor, you want to see what that looks like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know it. Oh.
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 Well, I'm terrified in real life, so
We can take it. If we
can
work
take it.
together as a team.
You mean with strategy, Godfrey?
What is this?
not just
word?
everyone for themselves.
Yeah, right? No hero moments.
As you stare in awe at the horror of that. What do you do?
Start making our way to the Temple Paladin.
Okay.
We need to move quickly.
Convenient that we're moving in a different direction.
You'll start hearing a crackle from Godfrey's back
Godfrey,
as
turn
the
around for a sec.
far gab is alight. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
You will
Turn
hear
it down.
This is Rickledest. Are you okay? Look, we just saw something come over the cliffs. A god-cursed dragon skeleton. We're retreating, and the dragon armies are following. We'll keep drawing them in as long as we can. See if you can get at whoever's in charge there.
Copy that.
Take out the leaders. I'm sure that we can retreat safely. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for anybody who follows us.
Is there anything any of you want to say?
May the gods be with you. We'll do what we can.
And with that, the camera will pan skyward, showing the immense size of the City of Lost Names, and the next part of your adventure, which will continue next time here on Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, because I think this is a nice self-contained episode with the test.
Yeah, that's fair.
God,
So congratulations,
Damn it,
you're
Hazeal.
wizards!
the silence and the crying, that just that murdered me. Like the rest of it was like, oh my god, like Riz dying, getting disintegrated, everything else, but that was the
Yeah.
oh,
No, that was just
that was the
raw.
twist.
So
I
I'm
think this is
just...
also good timing because Charlie is going to be a pain in the ass in the last 20
Yeah, he
minutes.
is. He's being
Fair.
very
I
needy.
do like to twist the knife of emotion.
Yeah.
Cal, Jen, did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah. How soon did you guys realize that it was an illusion?
Oh, very soon.
Yeah, because you know my tricks.
I'm not
You know my
telling
trick. Okay. And thank you,
I said,
Robin.
Jen sent me a PM being like, I don't think this is actually real. I hope you know that, because Kelly glossed over your death way too fast. I think you're fine. I'm like, yeah, Jen, I know. Kelly messaged me earlier in the day.
I did. I messaged.
And I figured it
got
out way
warned
before
earlier.
that too. I just like it wasn't even Riz's death that made me think of that.
So the original test is actually much briefer. It's literally just you're teleported into the city on the last day, and it's kind of like that scene from Batman v Superman where Metropolis is falling down and you're like, what do? And then it's like, if you raid the city, you're a black robe. If you like help people, you're a white robe. And it's like, wow, this is really, there's not much here. So I spiced it up a little with the fake goblet test and some other stuff, and I hope you liked it. I wanted to make it a little spicy. I wanted to give you something that the characters would think, oh, I was tricked. Also, I was messaged by one of our patrons who's running this as well, Ink Goblin, and he's like, you should just make it a drinking challenge. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to steal that and actually just do something with that. So there you go, Ink Goblin. Thank you so much.
No, it's great to watch. A little unfortunate I died so fast because I was just like...
But it scared the crap out of the viewers.
It did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, what tipped it off from me was the fact that you were like, it's going to be the focus of this episode. And then the test itself was like, here's some goblets.
The goblets of fire.
I was going to have Aurontiros literally just be like, well, and drink.
I'm a rogue now.
I'm a rogue now. Whoops.
Or an archmage.
Whoops, all rogues.
Whoops, all
Oops,
rogues.
all rogues.
Oh, God. I would love that game.
I did like the suggestion in the chat that was like, what happens if they both drink half of each?
Then they're just the same.
It's balanced, as all things should be.
We just turn into humans.
That sounds absolutely
Humans that work a 9 to 5.
That's the worst punishment.
Oops, all mundanes.
Oops, all mundanes. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like what we do here, be sure to give us a follow, give us a sub if you're watching on YouTube, and join our Discord. And go support our sponsor, please, Bookwyrm Games. They're a fantastic company based out of the Vancouver area. And finally, if you want access to a ton of additional stuff, join our Patreon. At just $5 a month, you get access to 5 or 6 additional games a month. I'm recording 2 episodes of Demon the Descent this week. They're a little bit shorter, but they're very tight, so I think you'll like them. There's also Radiant Citadel this Sunday at 6 p.m., and you also are going to get a bunch of additional content, just period. Mage Zero Sum, Demon the Descent, Hunter the Vigil Summons, and a bunch more stuff that's coming to the channel soon. Also, I'm very excited to say that the art for Fandelver is now done. We're just in the final processes of making the ad for that, so you'll be able to see the cast very soon. And also, we are putting together a cast for Planescape, which is going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you will join us for that. With that, I want to say goodnight. Join the Patreon like our lovely friends, our divine producer, my mom. Hey mom, how's it going? My dearest demonic producer, Precarious, who you can watch on Friday nights over at his channel, twitch.tv/Precarious. Our wizards of the Patreon determine which ones are red, black, and white robes, but that would be Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. And our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Eladath, Larook, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, Kalin Whitebeard, and Jade the Maker of Monsters. You are all fantastic. Be sure to come back on Sunday for another episode of Dreams of Arcos, which is episode 4. It's going to be our last one before we take a short break, and I guarantee you're going to enjoy that because it's going to do some big stuff with the plot. And there have been lore bombs like crazy about our homebrew setting. Also, if you're bored, go find me on Awkward GM Corbin's channel tomorrow, where I participate in Chronicles of Darkness Jeopardy. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm taking on Not a Vampire, I Promise, and Drew from Occultist Anonymous. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Those are nerds. Look out.
There's going to be a lot of nerds. And with that, we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.